Discount Bourbon Review.
All right, guys, we're here this week with a legend, an incredible bottle, STAGG. And I think I'm going to let Mr. Dill take it away. He's been doing a little bit more research, giving a little bit more love to the STAGG bottle than I have recently. So let's let him tell me a little bit about it.
I've been looking it up. I went to a store, of course, I like to go on my weekly hunt and just go enjoy my time, my stuff. And I went to a store, just random store that I like to go to, and they had 3 bottles of the STAGG, and I watched every grown man in that store lose it.
Like scream,
absolutely
like little girls.
Lose it.
And they'd pick up the bottle and...
Yeah, and it was 3 bottles, and I watched every single one of them get picked up. I did not get my chance to pick this one up. Thankfully, a wonderful subscriber of ours brought this one over that I'm very, very happy that we get to try. And so, I mean, of course, thank you to Mr. Dell for letting us try some of his
Dell computers.
Dell computer.
Just so nobody knows his identity.
Anyway, but, I mean, to watch a group of men, I mean, there was probably 13, 15 of us.
Full-on adult men with mortgages, children, bills. I mean, maybe even a little PTSD. Scrambling.
Yeah. And I was like, all right, that's got to be some good juice. I want to try it.
That's right.
And so we pulled up some information. This one specifically, what letter is this again?
This is 22B. So this was created in the year 2022.
2022.
And it's our second run, Lot B.
This one, from at least what we can find online, it's like 15 and a half years old from being distilled to being bottled.
15 years old. What were you doing 15 years ago? Put that in the comment for me.
15 years ago, I was 11.
You were 11.
I was in middle school.
That's right.
Yes. But they've got so much information, like what temperature they're cooking this at, the water that they put in here,
where he lived in the rick house. I mean, if you want a bourbon that's got a backstory, this is it right here. I'll tell you what.
No, this is my favorite part because Buffalo Trace, they don't give you any information on. They don't give you too much information on their mash bill. This is probably the most I've ever seen given from Buffalo Trace. So large grain, Kentucky corn, to be expected.
Okay.
Small grain, Minnesota rye.
Ooh.
Finished grain, North Dakota malted barley.
I mean, we even get regionals on this stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just like General Mills, General Mills malted barley. I don't know.
It's not. And so I love that we actually get all this information, especially coming from a Buffalo Trace product. I'm not mistaken. No, I'm not. I'm literally looking at it right here.
We'll stray away from their tasting notes on it, and we're going to start giving you some of our love.
Yeah.
Remember, these videos are all about finding someone whose palate matches yours and following them through the whiskey journey so you know what you should and shouldn't buy. Now, this nose has just been incredible to me. It's been throwing off some aromas, some very nutty, very caramel aromas, and it's been getting me lost in this sauce.
I think caramel's a really strong one for me. A little bit of that butterscotch, just burnt sugar a little bit.
Well, when you combine that vanilla and that caramel, it just can't help but lend it to that butterscotch flavor.
That's fair. But that nose is absolutely divine. I could probably sit here and smell him all day long. I really like that.
We talk about the X Factor a little bit. STAGG's got that X Factor.
He does. And you know, we were just talking about that Buffalo Trace factor that I've been feeling.
Boom.
And I'm just not getting too much of that off the smell. They have some of these Buffalo Trace products, the Weller, Buffalo, just regular old Buffalo Trace. Some of this E.H. Taylor, there's a certain... I don't want to use the word flavor because I don't think it's a flavor. It's almost a texture of it that I haven't really been too big of a fan of. But I'm not getting any smell of it off of it. That's a smile. That's a big old smile.
There's a soliloquy of angels singing in my mouth. It's expanded my vocabulary 10 times. My cranium has become the size of the universe. It's just so deep and rich in flavors.
Oh, he is sweet.
He's sweet, and he's loud.
He's very, very sweet. Oh my goodness.
He's expressive, too.
Cherry, a little citrus, some spiciness to him. That's interesting.
And he hits on all parts of the palate. I mean, he washes down real nice on that front of palate. He's real smooth. He's real sweet. But he just has this mid-palate expression that just makes you go, I'm enjoying this. I need more of this going down my throat actively at any given second.
Oh, yeah.
And then that finished palate said, yeah, that was a good idea.
No, we all know we like the higher proof stuff here. We're sitting at, my paper here says 137. This guy just says 130 proof. So sitting at that 130, that is some absolutely divine flavors coming from him. We saw cherry pie and we were kind of making fun of it.
Yeah, we were a little bit.
I kind of get it.
I never detected that toasted pecan that they were saying there. And I think it's good. I think it's real good stuff.
I get nuttiness. I don't know about toasted pecan specifically.
Yeah, there's a fatty nuttiness to it.
There is a nuttiness to them. I'm on that page.
Kumquats. This one's a fatty nuttiness. Really.
That one's for you, kumquats. Yeah, I mean, just jumping into it. Goodness gracious, that smell is amazing. I mean, he's gonna be up there for me. He's got layers to him. He's got that X factor that we're always talking about. And so smell for me, I'm going to put him very high. I think I'm going to leave him at like a 9, maybe. Maybe even a 9.5. That is...
Smell's got X factor. And that for me is almost immediate 10. You know what I mean? It keeps me wanting to come back. It keeps me wanting to smell. Even at 130, 137 proof, he wasn't singeing nose hairs. That's a 10. That is a model nose for me.
I mean, that's a whiskey I could sit around and sniff all night. That is absolutely divine. I'm picky about giving out 10s. I don't think I have given out a 10.
Let us know in the chat if you've seen him give out a 10, but I don't think he has either.
I don't think I have.
But is this the first?
I'm going to say 9.5. I'll tell you what was the last 9.5 I gave out? Antique here?
Yeah. Do you think he's like a 9.6?
9.6.
Okay.
Okay. I like that. I like my Oa, and I'll smell him and sniff him all night long, but that's something. Maybe it's just the proof.
Maybe.
Because you know that I love the smell of Blanton's, and we were talking about the comparison of butterscotch in between the two, between Stagg and Blanton's. But he's just a higher proof, because that Blanton's sitting at 90.
That's the thing.
So he offers a little bit more off of them.
The proof just lets so much more volatiles come out, and you can really absorb them. You can really catch them up in your nose and say, who are you? But as far as flavor, I think I'm going to give him some pretty high ratings too. But, honestly, there's only one thought in my head right now. Who is George T. Stagg? And what is he tasting like? Because this is the little brother. I don't know. I don't believe he's diluted or chill filtered or anything like that. But it makes me curious a little more what the George T. Stagg, the larger expression, the one of the BTAC lineup is, and how he kind of differs from this guy. Because I'm going to give him very high marks on taste. I think he's an exceptional whiskey. I think he's a lot of the stuff I look for. He's cask strength, expressive on flavor. He don't bite back too hard. I'm going to give him a 9. I think it's an exceptional whiskey, but knowing that he's got an older brother, I'm kind of like, what's up?
Uncut, unfiltered.
Uncut, unfiltered.
What he was saying right there on the back of the bottle. So I like seeing that. Uncut, unfiltered makes me very, very happy. I'm right up there with you. That's firm sipping territory. We like to talk about sipping versus mixers a lot because I really enjoy mixing my whiskeys. I'll mix my whiskeys with just about anything. But that guy right there, I don't see myself putting him in sweet tea, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, or nothing. That is absolutely divine, and I could see myself coming back to him any day of the week. And I can understand why I saw 3 grown men lose their mind over just seeing a bottle of it.
I would too.
That was, if I see a bottle, I'm grabbing that.
But we have not been price-minded in these considerations.
I was just pulling it up. I'm seeing some online prices. Online prices, of course, was not always what we want to go with. Mr. Dell over here who gave us the bottle.
The anonymous gentleman that gave us this bottle who's not in the room.
Coming in clutch, letting us know that it's about $60 a bottle in store.
No.
Is that what he said?
$160.
$160?
$160 or just 60? All right, just 60.
Oh, okay.
60.
Okay. I thought I heard that right.
Well, let's take that for a moment. Would you pay $160 for a bottle like this?
Would I?
Yeah. You hit the lottery. You're feeling good.
Okay, that's so unfair.
Okay, you hit the scratcher. You got to go on a scratcher. You got $500 off scratcher.
I got $500 off a scratcher. That's the only Stagg I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd pay $160 for him.
I think I would too.
I would too.
I wouldn't like it.
But for $60, that's a deal.
Steal, dude.
That's
a second.
That's a 9. That's a 10.
What are you talking about?
Even if that's just outside of our discount bourbon review territory.
We'll do a little fancy pants dance.
I'm not doing the fancy pants dance because I'm sipping this guy for free.
But, that was at a 10, a 9, and a 10, because, this is an exceptional price at $60.
That's good.
I think that puts him at solid.
Solid
territory for me. He's an exceptional whiskey that should not be missed.
I'm gonna leave him at 9.5. That taste, that smell is divine. $60 for a bottle like this, that's really not bad. That may be the only bottle I'm getting for the week, but that's really not bad, and I would love to get my hands on a bottle. If I see him out and about, he will be on my bar.
Now,
no questions asked.
If you guys are just watching our strict reviews on YouTube, you made it this far in, you should watch the next video, because we're probably going to step down to this Ancient Age 10-star. So comparing something like Mr. Stagg to one of his brothers, his cousins within the family, it's a Buffalo Trace product. We're going to see how they stack up, but we're certainly going to hop down from 130 to, what, like 100 proof?
Let's see. Actually, I haven't even looked at them.
Yeah.
90 proof.
90 proof. So we're going to step down from 130 to 90.
A good little step down, because we just did the Penelope here was 95 as well, so we're doing a big old step down. But I'm very excited. I've been looking for this 10-star for a while. But
you got any final comments on Mr. Stagg?
Stagg's wonderful. I would also be giddy with joy if I got my hands on a bottle, and God bless to the men that I saw get their bottles the other week. Of course, please drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly, guys. We're good on video here.
Product date 15 years and 5 months at time of bottling.
I never knew they gave that much information.
It was just on the website on Stagg for Buffalo Trace. It listed every year that
I've
they
never
had.
seen
I
that
just hit
for
the
any
2022
other expression as well.
And it's got this here. We're not filming yet, so I can show you. I mean, it's got this whole gives you this whole letter about it that you can read about George T. Stagg, and then you come down here and it's got just all the information you could want about this sucker. I mean, Josh was talking about the temperature that they cooked it at.
It's just such an incredible.
They really put some information on it.
All right. Well, I think he's necked for his 5 minutes. You ready to get in here?
As ready as I will be.
Gonna hit him with a. We got a chat.
Ooh.
Let's answer that before we start the full filming of the strict reviews, because we do not respond to chat and stuff in the middle of strict reviews, which we're about to come up to. But let's go ahead and see what we got going on.
I was on the Stagg page, so he ain't reloading.
I'm drinking a bourbon right now from Kumquats.
Let's go, Kumquats! What are you drinking?
Well, yeah, let us know what you're drinking.
Oh my goodness, that's people.
Yeah, we got a couple people coming on in. Thanks, guys.
That's not even real.
Boys.
Oh, there they are. Okay, so Kumquats, bourbon in one hand. Okay, that we're gonna get rid of. Kumquats, I appreciate it, but it's a little inappropriate.
Yeah, it's a little aggressive, Kumquats.
Appreciate it, but we're just gonna go ahead and get rid of that one.
Yeah, no, you can turn your alcoholism into entertainment. It's called a bourbon channel, and it's fantastic. You should give it a shot.
And Mad Scientist says he's more of a Scotch man, and I mean, if that's your drink, God bless you.
Yeah,
there'll be lots of it that I will not be drinking.
I don't know if you were here a couple minutes ago, but Dylan was actively chucking up at the idea of some Scotch at our bourbon fest that we went to.
I took one sip. I don't even remember what brand it was. I think it started with an M.
An M. Macallan?
Maybe.
They had Macallan 12 and they had Macallan 18 out there they were giving sips of.
It was. They had a 14 as well, and that's what I had a sip of, was the 14 year.
Yeah.
And I just was not...
Not a big fan of it?
5 minutes into it, I was not having fun.
Yeah.
But right now we got Stagg.
Yeah,
I'm very interested in Stagg.
And we got everything live and running for the Stagg. So let's do one last check on here. Let's give people some love. Bourbon in one hand. Yep, thanks.
Yeah, we got rid of that. It'll stay on our screen, but it's gone.
He's drinking Knob Creek. That's why he's got to have his knob in the other. You know what I mean?
Oh! Okay,
yeah.
So
No,
you didn't
sorry.
say knob the first time, friend.
You didn't say that.
You said knob, we may would have passed.
You didn't say that.
What kind of Knob Creek, though? Because I've been liking the Knob Creek, too. You got like a 9, you got a 12,
like a
15.
2, maybe a 3.
I started to bring a 12.
I've been interested. But anyway, let's hit it with a DBR.
Alrighty.
A little bit of a 3, 2,